Om Shiv everyone. So today I'm back live again to share a few more truths what I have already shared in the last live session as well. So the first and the foremost thing that I have spoken in the last live session is about the controlling powers and the controllers, and specifically the powers, the system which is controlling our country, India, and the system which is controlling is all about the Jesuits, the Rothschild, the Rockefellers, all these organizations, Illuminati, these like players, all players who are functioning around this whole system to control the world at large. So as I've shared in the last live session in Hindi as well, that if you will just move a little upward and you will just do a little research of the samsar, the world that we live in, that we are born in, and you will realize that these all big families, or they're like few families who are united together to control the world scenario. They are controlling the whole world, the systems, be the system of education, be the work which we understand as the Freemasons, the job industry, the banking, pharma, medical, all systems are being controlled by these organizations in the whole world. So that's one thing. Now let us look at the other aspect of the same thing. If you will just understand that the reality, the earth reality that we are born inside, that we are born at, so this reality, it simply is physical reality, because you are given the physical senses. You can perceive, you can feel, experience this whole reality. All right, so you can experience this whole reality with your senses. So once you experience this whole reality with your senses, that means the physical senses are given to experience, to feel, to perceive this physical reality, which is called earth. The reality is earth, and the being born on this reality, in this reality on earth, is that phenomenon is called birth. That is why the word birth means to be earth. So you become earth, the spirit body becomes the earth body as you are born on earth. Now the earth body, okay, the physical earth body is given to each one of us, and to the spirit beings who descend from the higher realm of existence to this earthly realm of existence. So this earth body is given to the beings to live, experience, and to learn, to explore this earthly reality on earth, right? So earth body is given to live on earth. That is first thing. Now just look at this whole thing, that once you are given the earth body to live on earth itself, and you are not changing your realm of existence or plane of existence, and you are living on earth only, then there should be no chance that your earth body should get spoiled. So your earth body should not get destroyed on earth, at least. So I have always given one example, that suppose you go for swimming, okay, and you buy a swimming suit, and the swimming suit will not get destroyed in the water itself while swimming. So what are the chances that the swimming suit will get destroyed in the water itself? So there are three chances. So we have to look at it very closely. Okay, so there are three chances. The first is the swimming costume itself was destroyed. Okay, it was not good, not in the perfect shape, and it was already bad, right? It already was destroyed. So that's the first thing. Second is the water that you're going to swim inside is bad. The third is you have not used the swimming costume in a good way, in a good manner. So similarly, as you live on earth, and you're given this earth body which you leave at the end of your birth. So there are only 3 chances that your earth body can get spoiled. The first chance is that you have some born disease. You're born with a disease, or you are born with some deformity, which in Sanskrit we call as vikriti. Okay, and that is first thing. Second is the environment that you're living. Okay, that environment is bad. That is second. The third is you are not treating the body in a good way. That's the third manner. There's no fourth chance. Okay, now let's look at what is happening today in the world. The beings who are born with the disease, they need some medical assistance, they need some healthcare system, so that their body can be treated well and they can sustain for their whole life on earth. That's first. Second is the beings who don't have any deformity, any disease from the time of their birth, so still they get disease on earth. Now this is something really a point of concern. It's really a point of concern, because the beings who are born on earth with the earth body, they cannot get disease. That's second. Third is the environment that we are living in, or the environment that we are giving to our body, is bad. So these are the 3 options. Now second, as I said, is a point of concern that the earthly body gets disease out of the environment that we are living in. Now who creates that environment? Now is that environment created by nature? Is that environment created by all these authorities whom we call as the saviors, whom we call as the authorities who will take care of us? Is this the environment created on earth, the city culture, correct, for earthly body to survive, to sustain? That is, I'm sure everyone must realize and understand what I'm pointing at. Now number 2 is you are not taking care of the body well. Now for you to take care of your body well, the chances are that your education system should serve you with the right set of education, right set of knowledge, so that you take care of your earthly body in a good manner. So that means the environment that is created around us is absolutely not appropriate or to the level that it should be to take care of our earthly body. Number 1. Number 2, the knowledge that we are given to take care of our earthly body is certainly not appropriate or not cohere, and it doesn't cohere with the true absolute nature of our body itself, earthly body, right? So these are 2 points of concern that we have out of it, because if you're not born with any disease, so why would you need any healthcare system, or why would you get any disease? So there must be something wrong with the environment, number 1. Number 2, there must be something wrong with the knowledge, because you're giving wrong input to your body. Now let's firstly look at the environment and the knowledge itself. The knowledge that is provided to the beings, okay, on earth to take care of their body is all about the artificiality which is produced by the industry itself. Now who creates the industry? Certainly the beings who are the controllers. They promote industry, they promote businesses, they promote the medical, the healthcare, the pharma. So once they promote all these industries and all these systems, then who will tell you to manage your way out of that system? Certainly nobody, because your governments, they promote liquor, they promote meat, they promote all pharma, they promote medicines, they promote vaccines. So once they are promoting medicine, vaccine, then why we need them on the very first place? We must ask, once we have the earth body to live on earth, which is designed by nature itself. So because in the ancient systems, rishis never had such problems, because Ayurveda, the first and the foremost thing, Ayurveda was created for longevity, for Ayush. So once Ayurveda was for Ayush, for longevity, so that means there was no place for disease, but there was some knowledge of balancing. There was some knowledge of balancing which was already there with the beings to balance their body as per natural laws and nature, then there was no requirement of any artificial medicines or vaccines, because the words medi-sin and vac-sin, we understand what does the word sin means, and certainly it is a sin because it takes you totally out of your nature. This is something one must experience, that medicines and the vaccines, they take you away from the very nature of your body, which is as per the nature, as per the natural laws. So once the industry, the pharma is there, so you will see, especially in a country like ours, India, which is not Bharat yet, it is yet to become Bharat, it is not Bharat, it is only India. And in such country which promotes medicine, which promotes the pharma, it is just not telling you from where the poison is coming, or I should put it like that, not of the poison, but yet telling you to manage your life with the poison itself, hampering your totality, hampering your life, putting you in the system of the education which was pre-designed, which is there before you have born here. The gurus on the world stage, they just tell you only to manage your life with the poison itself, and not telling you and speaking about the very source of the poisons. So we must understand these things in close proximity, in totality, which in the Vedic language is called Darshan Shastra, and I call it as Samsara Darshan. If you don't have the Samsara Darshan, then you will never understand what is happening in your country, because your media is showing you something else, your governments are telling you something else, and there is something else which is already occurring on a celestial level, on the earthly plane, and on the country's level also. Because every country that we live in, like India, America, Europe, any country or any kingdom that you see, it is just one company controlled by the controllers. We must understand these things very, very clearly, because until and unless you don't know the system that you're living in, okay, till the time you're not aware of the system, the plane that you're living on, what is the composition of this plane and what exactly is happening on this plane, you will never be able to save yourself from what is poison, and to feed yourself or to serve you the som, ether, the nectar, the eternal nectar. So why are you born here? You're not born here just to be a part of that education system which prepares you for the preset, prefixed, pre-designed system of jobs or businesses, and then you ultimately manage to live in a similar system, and you learn to manage going ahead with the medicines and the pharma and then money, banking, everything, all these systems, and ultimately it leads you where? Nowhere. It leads you nowhere. These whole systems, they lead you nowhere, and ultimately if you shout also, let's say some spirit being shouts that okay, he has understood the system and he wants to go out of the system, and he doesn't want to serve the system which is prefixed, the matrix which is fixed, like the education matrix, the work matrix, the money matrix, the disease matrix, responsibility matrix, and ultimately you die. If you don't want to serve these matrices in your life, in your birth time, then ultimately what happens? You shout, you say, okay, I don't want to serve it, I'm feeling depressed. So who is depressed? There is a clear definition about depression. Depressed is the being who is a failure in the preset system, okay, which is designed by the authorities in the world, be it government, be it teachers, be it anyone. So these people, they design a system. Those who are failure in that system, they are depressed. They will get depressed because they will have bad words from their authorities, parents, teachers, all the friends, the colleagues, and ultimately they will get depressed because of the bad words they are listening from all of them. So they are depressed. So but why would such a being be depressed? Because just he is failed in a pre-designed, preset system which is already there before you arrived on earth. So as I've said even before, your birth is certainly not an agreement between God and the government. One has to wake up to realize what is happening around. And if you just shout in that system because of your failure, because of your stress, anxiety, depression, then ultimately there are gurus, there are these spiritual gurus to keep your mouth shut, to make you sit with the closed eyes so that you don't shout. And they sell you peace, love and harmony. What is that? What is peace, love and harmony? You must check what Illuminati is saying. What is the core thing of Illuminati? They also sell peace, love and harmony. How the whole system of India is working, nobody is aware, and people don't want to look at it. And one must wake up to the truths of this world. How the demonic, devilish, satanic forces, they are working, and they are functioning through all these authorities. They promote on the other hand, they make your life fragmented, divided, compartmentalized in many ways, to tell you that you have a personal life, professional life, then you have a general life, public life, private life, then you have something called the material life and the spiritual life. It is only one being who is born on this land, and the same being has to manage his birth. That's it. So there is no division of life on any basis. It is one being who has to live in totality, in harmony. So body is the material. One has to learn to take care of this body material, this earth's body, because it is the residence of spirit. So taking care of your body does not mean that you are material or you are non-spiritual, or just sitting with closed eyes or anything like that does not make anyone spiritual. So these gurus, all these mass hypnotism system is working all around you, which is called matrix. So they design a matrix, they create a matrix to keep you in this system, to keep you intact in that system, so that you don't shout, you don't make noise. So you make noise in one system, which you call as the work-life job system, this money system, responsibility system, and on the other hand, these people are there to catch hold of you, to keep you quiet, and they tell you to be a teacher, to be having any experience, and they teach you some peace, love and harmony, and they sell you all that nonsense, and ultimately you lead where? Nowhere. It is just going to give you a feel-good factor, number one. Number two, it is going to puff up your ego with something that you have become a teacher, or you have just learned some XYZ techniques whatsoever. But everyone has to wake up. Why it is called wake up? Because everyone has to move up. Because these systems one has to be very well aware of. Why do you need medicines or vaccines on earth when you are given earth body by nature, by Lord, by the whole creation itself, to live on earth? If a swimsuit does not get spoiled being in water, how can earth body be spoiled on earth? Because you are given a wrong system, you are given the total wrong environment to live, you are given the wrong knowledge all through your life to make you a fit in the pre-designed system, to run the complete system of currency, paper currency, but they're using your currencies. Number one, the currency of birth time. Number two, the currency of your ether, your pran. So these two things are used. And third thing, which they never allow you to gain, the third currency is knowledge, jnana. Because jnana comes from here, from your ajna. Until you don't have your own ajna, you are not taking own decisions with your own self, with your choice, with your free will. How can you have freedom? So there is no freedom until you make the right choice. And today, in this whole scenario of the world, we have one thing in our hand: the choice to follow the same man-made, devil, demonic, controlling, power crazy system, or the system of the Lord, divinity, nature, and the freedom. Man-made system versus the divine system is the choice that we still have in our hands. So with that, I leave the choice up to all of you, and I will come back again with some more things to wake the spirits